Welcome back to another episode of
Life Between Us.
the Sisters Podcast. I'm your host today,
Hey.
Liz.
She took over.
Yes, I'm Liz.
Candy.
Rhoda.
Yeah, so today, in today's episode, we're going to be talking about relationships. And by relationships, I mean matters of the heart, like romantically. Yeah, because the relationship are, wide. So we're going to be talking about relationships, love, confusion, and, expectations. Because, love nowadays it's complicated. Personally, I feel like it's complicated. Like there's so much. There's, I don't know, mixed signals. There's mixed signals. What else? Situationship, ghosting. It's a lot. So before we start off, I just want to ask, you guys something. What do you think love is? Like in your own words, how would you describe love?
I think I'm the wrong person to ask, but I've grown and I have experienced love in different ways. What is love? That's a question.
You've not been in love.
I have.
Okay. Describe it in one word. Just one word.
Excitement.
That's
I don't know. I'd say
It is
care.
a difficult question.
I'd say care. I mean, I don't see how you can. I mean, you can. It's hard to describe love. I feel like love is a lot of things.
Exactly.
It can be care. It can be. I don't know. It's complicated. Maybe as we move on, by the end of this episode, we'll probably have discovered what love is.
What it is.
Yeah, but I think for me,
It's a feeling, though.
Yeah, it is a feeling. For me, in one word, I would say love is companionship. In one word, yeah. That's because, as you said, it's a lot of things, but like in one word, for me, it's companionship.
But that's okay. I also think when you talk about love, it's how you perceive love, how you appreciate it, or how there are ways, there are different types of love. How someone can love you, but they don't know how to really love you. So if they don't really know that, it means you'll never feel loved, because there's a certain way you want to be loved. And out of my experience, I have learned how to appreciate the different acts of love. Before, I didn't know this, and I'm sorry to even say this, because I think there's a lot of emotional immaturity from my side. And I have learned how to deal with that. And I'm also still learning not to, I feel like utasema mtu akupendi, but why? Because they're not loving you how you want to be loved. And if you don't know as a person how to be loved,
but that doesn't mean they don't love you. They just love you in their own way.
Yeah, in their own way. But you need to let someone know how you perceive love.
Makes sense.
For example, for me, I think it's quality time, words of affirmation.
So that's like your love language.
Yeah, that's my love language. And yeah, so if that is there for me, definitely I'll feel loved. But if it's not there, I'm expecting this other person to know my love language, yet I have not shared that with them. And I feel it's such a heavy load to put on someone. It's actually very unfair to expect someone to love you how you want to be loved, and yet they do not know.
Yeah.
What's your love language, Rhodes?
Hey, I feel like you can love someone and not care for them, and you can care for someone and not love them. So it's
they don't go hand in hand.
They can go together, but you see, those are different. Those are three different types of loving. You can love someone and not care for them, or you can care for someone but you really don't love them. So is that? I mean, it's a matter of being in love versus loving someone.
Yeah, there's a big difference actually.
Because even in many relationships, you find that you do love someone, but you're not in love with them. Because if you're in love with someone, first of all, you really respect someone.
Yeah.
And you will respect them, you will love them, you will care for them.
Yeah.
They will be everything. You're in love with that person because you cannot imagine something wrong happens to that person.
And also, I think also when you're in love, it's flawless. It's not a big thing. Like unapata tu vitu zina flow. It flows.
Yeah, look, there was a time I was asking Rose, was it sometime a few years back? I was asking Nan, because I just felt like relationships are a bit too, like when she got married, I was like, now that you're married, like how do you're with this person 24/7, might I say, like how do you handle that? Like, sometimes maybe you just, how do you know when to do what, and then she told me it just comes naturally.
Yeah.
Like you don't force it, it just comes naturally. If it's saying good morning, whatever, it just just there.
Yeah.
Like even when you wake up in the morning, especially if let's say boyfriend, girlfriend, you don't live together. Waking up in the morning, it's like when you're in love with someone, you wake up and you just feel like it's automatic. You text them, but you see, ikifika ile point yenye now you're feeling like it's work. Now I have to text. What do I say? It's
of course no, it becomes a burden and it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It becomes work.
The first thing when you love someone, every morning when you wake up, just personally I feel like every morning when you wake up, it's the first person that you think about.
Yeah.
Even when you're sleeping, that's the last person you're talking to, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So talking about love. Now in modern day dating challenges, because I have experienced challenges personally in this modern dating thing.
Tell us. Tuambie.
Hebu.
I'm sitting.
No, but I'm sure you have, because I'm not saying ulizaliwa kitambo, but things
Ulizaliwa
are
kitambo.
different, are definitely different. They're not the same.
I'm the 80s baby.
You cannot compare the 80s and
Borderline Gen Z.
yeah,
You are a Gen Z though.
I am.
Yeah, she is.
I am. So you cannot compare. So of course there are challenges. I don't know if kitambo are there like mixed signals. Ama if you like someone, you just like someone. Nowadays is kuna kugostiwa, kuna situationships. There's hizo mixed signals, like you are. Someone is not being straight with you. What they are like.
But this was kitambo. See, I told you I've come a long way, and I think nimegrow because me I cleared high school at 16.
Yeah.
So kwa hiyo time after clearing high school, I think I met this person and the mixed signals. Actually, it is even embarrassing to say this. I don't get mixed signals by this. Getting me, Nulem say you need to tell me like.
No, but I don't think he was actually giving you mixed signals. He was just telling you, just not directly.
No,
it's you.
Yeah,
who
but
you are not
I
getting.
didn't get because he was not straight. Because I'm thinking if you're telling me I don't want you, you need to actually tell me you do not want. I can't get the.
Not many people will come and tell you that.
But to get your mixed signal ya kunionyesha sasa unitaki kesho na nicall.
Wait, hold on.
I don't understand.
I don't think. Maybe I know the story. I don't think our viewers know the story. I think.
Tell us. Give us the juice.
Tuambie.
We umseli alikuwa ananionyesha shege by the because I personally sikuwa na understand. I think sasa ndo na grow, like it's now I'm understanding these things. Ndo naingia inaitwa kiwanja ama nini, but it was actually I think my very very fast, let's say it's a relationship. It was not even a relationship. Anyway, let's just whatever it was. I'm expecting sasa ananiambia we meet. Okay, sawa. Wapi? Kwanza kitambo sasa alikuwa anapatana Kenya Cinema nini.
Yeah.
I don't think you understand.
She wouldn't understand.
Siko Kenya Cinema and stuff like that. But I remember the first time aliambia tupatane, it went to Tacos. It was in town. There's this building opposite next to Old Mutual. Mm-hmm. I think we went to Tacos. Mm-hmm. Aya, but tupatane Tacos. Okay, sawa. Aya. then of course there's no WhatsApp, there's nothing like that, ni text tu. So mi nasikuwa nataka kukaa clingy, unaget? So nika ignore. Sema saa 8. The next day I'm ready, saa 8 nimeishia. Ata show up. But hata mimi
from
sijamcall.
2 to 4 now you are still waiting.
Yeah, but
I mean 1 hour I'm gone, by the way. I'm not even lying.
Wait, 1 hour on
I mean
your
it's 1 hour I'll just
1 hour kama unampigia
nimepush.
simu. Like are you calling this person,
no,
like
if
where
you're
are you?
if you're calling and telling me maybe unachelewa kidogo. But kama umenyamaza,
but hata nikushtue sasa. Si tumeongea jana tukasema tupatane saa 8.
Yeah.
That's what we did, yeah? Akasema saa 8. Me I woke up, of course saa 8 kufika I went. Kufika nimechill. Hata sikumtext kumcall na yako amenicall na kwa amenitext.
Tajadu umefika.
but mliagree saa 8 na mliagree meeting point.
We agreed. So saa 10 imefika. I am like, nikipiga kweli ndakani kama unajua utaki pia ukani kama una beg. Nikamcall. And he's telling me, hello, he's just like to a dose.
Saini saa ngapi?
Saa
Saa 10.
Namuuliza, hi, umefika
story. I know. It's annoying every time.
Umefika wapi? Anza kwenda. First of course, nilikuwa pissed, but I was like, what do you mean? Nikamuuliza kwenda. Akaniambia, you are to meet. Then he's like, oh, I forgot.
Oh goodness.
Nikasema sawa, no problem. Asema, let's reschedule to tomorrow because now I can't leave home. Nikamwambia sawa. Mi nikarudi home. See, next day tena amesema tupatane. Sasa of course I was upset the first few. Mi si mtu wa kuweka kitu kwa roba for long. So nika chill, nikaenda home. The next day nikamka tena nikaenda. Can you imagine, shamelessly? So nilikuwa nasoma college ingine hapo Tao. So there's a friend of mine tukaenda kumuona naye. Tukamgoja guy. Kwanza the following day alikuja karibu 6:37. Can you imagine?
Mpatane saa ngapi?
Same time.
Same time.
A douchebag.
I know. Then my friend was just looking at him like this, up, down. I was like, Kendi, this is the thing we are waiting for.
This thing.
And then I'm like, oh my gosh, stop it. But anyway, as I said, I was young. Sikuwa na get vitu mob. I've learned, I've grown sana by the way. Nimegrow siku hizi, I think. Okay, someone might still think I've not grown, but for me, mali nimetoka na I feel I've grown. Pia kuwekelea mtu mzigo ya like placing your entire happiness on someone, it's a wrong, it's not a good thing, it's bad, man. You're in charge of your own happiness as a person. You shouldn't ufai kuwekelea mtu, it's not nice.
I think your happiness is your responsibility. As much as we're talking about love, I think I want to, and I've become very, very conscious about how the things that I'm doing, that and just intentional with making myself happy.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I know I'm married. I know, when it's Valentine's Day, can get me flowers and all that. But nikiamka kama leo and I feel like smelling fresh roses, or I feel like seeing different colors of flowers. I should just go.
I can buy myself flowers.
Miley Cyrus told us, I can go and buy myself flowers. And I try to do that a lot with myself. Because, maybe Mwe can tell us how the hierarchy of the people in her life. But I think for me and Kendi, I'd say for people like us who have kids, kama mimi, I put God first and then me. Me, I'm second to God.
Yeah.
And then the third person is my husband, and then my children. And I always tell people this. I'm very intentional with that. Because, and the reason why my husband comes after me is because I have to learn I have to know myself. I need to know how I want to be loved. I want to know, like, nikiambiwa mse anipende, how much.
You know exactly what you're asking for. I know exactly
what I'm asking for. Because nikisema ati I put my happiness as his ikiwa responsibility yake, then I'm not being fair.
Yeah.
Namwekela mzigo yenye ni ngumu.
Yeah.
It's easier for him to love me if I know how I want to be loved and how and when I already love myself. And then my kids are last cause ni temporary. We have these kids, but like your son now is about to exit.
I know.
Aende koleni nini. They are temporary, these kids. My husband is my life partner. unless I decide otherwise. I can decide otherwise, then, but that's how it is. God and then me. And I always tell people that, please always put yourself first. Put God first and then put kwa human beings, jieke wa kwanza.
You said something that I feel like I know I'm talking a lot today, but I feel like you said something that personally I feel I failed a lot.
In terms of what?
In terms of, as in I want someone to love me, na crave love, but sijui nataka kupendwa aje. I think because I got into it too young, I didn't have time to really know who I am, who I was then. I know who I am right now. I didn't know who I was, what I wanted, the kind of relationship I wanted. And I feel like I really failed. And I acknowledge that, and I've grown from it. I've learned. Kwekele mtu mzigo, for sure. You must make, someone is not there to make you happy. You understand? I feel mnafa kukwapo, your strengths zenyu na weaknesses mnazeka pamoja. It's about peace. I think relationships, you need to have peace. There's a Uber guy who alikuwa ameniweba siku ingine hapo, like a week ago or something. He told me he can never compromise his peace. It doesn't matter who is not giving him peace. Kama kuna kitu anasemanga yeye ndio responsibility yake ni happiness yake na peace. If someone is there to compromise his peace, by the way ataka we ni family member, he cuts you off.
And I like that, because that's being self-aware.
Yeah.
You're aware of the things that annoy you. You're aware of the things that you don't like and the things that you want in your life and how you want to be appreciated. Yeah. And that's very important, by the way.
You compromise, but not too much. It also has to come from both sides. Someone told me one time, unafaa when you're in a relationship, you need to have a lot of deposits, because it come time your withdrawals, it's like a bank. You're depositing. So when you're withdrawing, usi-withdraw yote, unabakisha some deposits.
I like
in
that.
Terms of, I'm speaking in terms of, like I told you, maybe in words of affirmation, quality time. So those are the deposits that are coming into the relationship. In terms of maybe whatever he's doing, in a line na what I love, and maybe what I'm doing in a line na what anapenda, sindio? So those are deposits I'm putting in. So square withdrawals this is in terms of maybe arguments. Not all days you are 100%. Hakuna relationship perfect. There are days that you are fighting. But I also feel like when you're fighting, you need to fight the problem.
Not each other.
And that's where maybe most people go wrong, including myself. You don't need to fight it. You're not enemies. And for you, you're not competing. Your partners in the relationship. So how would you even compete with your own partner? It doesn't make sense. So you should actually look forward, like una fight your shida. This problem. Maybe what example can I give? For example,
when there's respect, you fight the problem, not each other.
Yeah.
Because kama ujisikii na msema na kubo, of course everything anakuboya as a person. Before that problem.
Alafu tena I think mnafaa kwa mnateka pause. Because of course kuna time unasikia ngumeboeka na mse and you don't want to. Jukiongea, once you say some things you can never take them back.
And so when you're angry you say
unaweza say kama mimi naweza sema for example mimi sijuangi kufight sana, but when I fight
unakonga na mdomo though.
Ndio nasema no, by the time nifikisha, by the time ya mdomo nimeendwa a lot, and you can do so much to me na ninyamaze, but one time utanifanya kitu ndogo tu
libuke.
I don't know what sijui ni nini nitafanya, but Mungu anisaidie, because me if I start burning the house I bring it down. I don't washa kidogo.
But you guys know me, I'm quick to walk away. By the way, let me just explain this. Me, when I'm angry, like you say something about saying things that you cannot take back, and I think that is what I hold on to in everything that I do, relationships, everything, even friendships. And maybe that's why sometimes, like now I'm married, it's hard to walk away, yeah. But and that's why maybe more it's hard to maintain some friendships, yeah. Because Nikki walk away, I just go. But the reason why I walk away, number one, is when I'm really angry, I don't want to say something that I can't take back.
Yeah.
Ama kitu yenye when I go back now, when I'm calm and I think about what I said to someone, I'm like, it's bad. Because unapata, when you're angry at someone, sometimes you'll even say things or exaggerate things or just say things, and if zile vitu zenye will really hurt that person. And those are the moments that I run away from.
Yeah.
I will walk away. I will shut the door behind me. Hata uniambie nisimame, I will just show you my back. I won't even turn.
Yeah.
Because I can never imagine that I've called you a name or I've cast you out in a way that I can't take back. Because that kills me. And I just can't handle, like, I don't like being mean.
I think me and you are similar in that sense, but for me, I don't walk away because I don't want to say mean things to you. No, I'm just walking away because I'm done. Like, I'm done.
You're done with that discussion.
Yeah, I'm like completely. I'm done. I'm done with you. I'm done with that discussion.
I'm
done with you as a person. By the way.
We have a discussion when we are both calm. When we're like, tukianza kupandishana sauti, it becomes a shouting match. Yeah. And I just can't handle. Number one, I start stammering really bad. And when I stammer, I get so mad. I get so mad when I stammer. I don't know if other stammerers
I cry.
The same.
I cry.
Niki stammer, I get so pissed because I'm trying to get something, my words out and azitoki. So number one, I walk away because I don't want to argue. Nikianza kupandisha sauti, I start stammering. So I don't like that. Number two is because I don't want to say anything that I can't take back. Number four, I'm probably too disappointed to even give you my time. You get? So I will walk away, and maybe when we are calm, we can talk. If you want to talk, fine. If you don't want to talk, it's also fine. I lazimishangi.
For me, I walk, and when I walk away by there, I'm done. Hata tukirudi tena kuongea, just know I'm not there. I mean, we are talking, but I'm not there. I don't know. I don't know.
Something that makes me feel absolutely, and why I really get upset is because by the way, si hata sijiringi, si rahisi nikosee mtu.
Me too.
Friendship,
Me too.
Relationship. Nowadays I'm extremely self-aware. So by the time hata nakufanyia kitu for sure ukasirike,
yeah,
I'm even very apologetic about it.
Me too.
And then you find out someone is doing something and they know if you find out,
it's gonna hurt
you. And they still do it.
So you're like, why?
So and then so when I'm upset and confronting this situation, I'm actually asking. That's why I blow for. That's why me ublow kwa sababu si understandingi mbona mtu ananifanyia hivyo, and if roles were reversed, I wouldn't do that. So, but it's something I'm also still working on because I don't want to. I feel like if I do that, I'm giving someone a lot of power over me because you're determining how I'm gonna react, and that's not a good thing. I should be in control of my reactions and how I respond towards a certain behavior or something. So I think the walking away is good. I've learned this. Una walk away. Mtu anakuambia kitu don't like. You know, if the relationship is not working for you, it's not working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's good
there's
to
no
walk
need
away.
of it's broken. Why you putting patches on, and even if you put water in that glass that imepasuka, it's never gonna feel.
And you know, people always talk about someone changing for someone, but you can only change for someone. It's supposed to be kind of like automatic because it's like your two people are coming together. Yes, you have your personality, I have my personality. You've been raised, your background, everything mnazileta pamoja. So somehow you gel. It's not changing to make someone happy. It's you just automatically change. And that's when wanangoto nakosana because if someone is forcing you to change by force, lazima ufanye hivi, lazima ukae hivi, unaanza kukuirritate.
And then again, I was Kendi before you came into my life.
Yeah.
So you're coming, and maybe hata kenye ilikuwa attract kwangu ni the way I am. So now all of a sudden you don't like
you don't like who I am.
I feel like kama hauko hapo, there's no point. Sikuizi hakunanga haja kuforce issues.
Kama hizi stories za kusema and women I know this happens a lot. Zingine unapata mse ati because you want to keep this man, wacha nimzalie.
I think that's the
You know?
biggest mistake
ama
ever.
unakuwa na hizi social media pressures ati sijui nini vile my man should do this for me or should buy me an iPhone because all my friends have
Yeah,
iPhones.
because that's
nini.
one of the what's called the modern day dating challenges, because first of all, social media, as you said.
Yeah, umeona msee ako na iPhone, unashinda mbona boyfriend yako akubai iPhone. No, you're putting pressure on the poor man.
Yeah.
You know why? Ama unasema because tamzalia.
Ama cause umeona mtu ametumiwa maua fulani, you also want flower. You don't even know. First
You
of all,
someone like me,
you
I
don't even
like
know.
flowers. First of all,
You don't even know where they got flowers.
I know.
Maybe reason yenye wanapeana hapo maybe alichapwa jana usiku, sasa hii flower ni ya
Yeah. Yeah.
And now you are here, you also want flowers. But it's
just good to be yourselves and be real with yourself.
yeah.
Otherwise it becomes difficult. Akina hiyo story ya kuzaliana me me and my mental health, I talk to girls a lot about these issues, these things. And I talk to many young girls, like teenagers especially, and I always tell them, because sometimes we go and these 2 notes, they write down like, do you have any questions on andika maswali. Most of the relationship questions they pose is like, what do you do if now your boyfriend wants to sleep with you? Nah, they want to sleep with you, and if you don't sleep with the, what am I saying?
So you leave you because you don't want.
Yeah. I think I'm thinking about so many things at the same time, but yeah, ati asipolala na yeye atamwacha.
Akuache tu aende. Mtu wa kwenda ni wa kwenda. And honestly, I think it's a choice that someone makes. If someone says I want to leave, it's their decision. They've made
You cannot
it.
force them to stay.
You cannot force. No matter what you do, they're never gonna. Hata akikaka na wewe atakuresent.
Yeah.
Atakuchukia kwa sababu hakulike anymore na amedecide anataka kuishana, unataka bado kumweka hapo. Now you go get pregnant because you want someone to stay. Yes, they'll stay, but you'll only have a version of them. They'll never totally be there. That's why sometimes most married people that you talk to, married men, married women, unapata wako kwa relationships zenye tu, they are now living together out of responsibility, obligations. It's no longer about them. And personally, where I'm sitting, love ni very overrated. And someone said, one person said, you shouldn't really marry a person that you can never live without. That's a bad decision, but I understood it later on when nime grow up, nime understand kwa nini, kwa sababu you don't use your head.
Use your
Ukipenda
heart.
mtu 100 sana, because love alone in a marriage or whatever relationship is not enough. Love alone is not enough, and if you're in love alone, then you become.
And I don't think it's only in marriage. It's just
in all
in general.
relationships,
Yeah.
You become unakuwa sasa ile nilikuwa nasema yangu emotional immaturity. You can't, because I would not even think nifikirie me sina kwambia when, because me I put
You give it your all.
150%.
Unaingia na miguu zote mbili.
Zote mbili, mikono zote mbili, mwili yote pia. Me, I'm the type of person unekanga kwa box, you lock and go with the key and you will find me there. Aki, I'm too loyal.
It's a good thing.
Yeah,
Anyway.
but that's what I'm saying. Inakuanga baadaye unafaa kutumia akili. Yeah, you can really love someone, but you still also need to use your head.
You need to use your brain to think, not
Yeah.
your heart. And we're talking of emotional things. There's this other thing, and emotional availability. I feel like this is deep, because you get most people. Hata mimi nitajeka hapo kwa yes, au because I've done it a few times. You want love, but are you like emotionally ready for it? Because me personally, I feel like there was a time I wanted love and nikapata ka boyfriend, but I wasn't emotionally ready for it. Na venye nilienda nikashtuka nikarudi. Do you like, most people want love but they're not like emotionally
Ready for
ready
that.
for it. So let me ask, since you guys, let me say you have experience, mko na experience. Sisemi wamedate watu wengi, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
They are older.
We've been loving.
Some of them are married. Some have been married. Anyway, so
That's a job.
I know, right?
when what would you like describe like what is emotional availability to you? Like how would you describe it?
I would say for you to be emotionally available for love. Number one, please be ready to compromise. Kama huwezi compromise, wachana na hiyo love. Hiyo mapenzi hautawezana.
But si kila kitu una compromise.
You can't say ati you compromise on everything, and you can't also be similar in everything. Unaona? So
I'm a compromise in what makes you you. You can't compromise what makes you you.
You know, I do compromise a lot in my relationship. And I know he does the same thing. But si ati na compromise kwa zile vitu zenye zinani hurt mimi as a person. Something kama ni kitu yenye itanifanya nikuwe na low self esteem, nianze kujichukia, nianze kujishuku.
That's no longer compromise.
Maybe that is nothing I will compromise on. And even when it comes to just basic friendships, just like see love hata kwa urafiki, I will not compromise who I am for anyone. And maybe that's why sometimes watu nasemanga maybe naweza kuwa rude, naweza kuwa nini, you know, I'm not compromising my happiness for you, not at all. If I feel like at any point, because I'm engaging with you, or I'm in love with you, or I'm your girlfriend, I'm your this, but you're making me feel like I'm less of myself, you start making me feel like I'm not. I know my value, I know my worth. Maybe that I should just leave it there. I know my value, I know my worth.
So I think for me, emotional availability, I feel like, first of all, if you have unhealed trauma, you need to heal it. Because huwezi peleka mzigo hii kwa hii ingine. Like, ni kama unapelekea mtu mzigo yako.
And then you're hurting someone because of mistakes someone else did.
So
it is not fair.
Yeah, it is not fair. So if you have unhealed traumas, I think you need to sort it out. Also, you have to, this is where for me, I feel like it's difficult, man. Like being vulnerable. You have to be, like for you to be, you have to be
you need to be vulnerable.
Opening up,
you need to
unamtrust.
Then you're like you pretend
like your babe, you know.
Yeah, it's when you
if you're sad, you can be sad, weke mpaka miguju. Anyway.
Yeah, you need to be
you
need to be alafu you also need to know how to communicate.
Yeah. Cause mtu si nilikwambia tena kuwekelea mtu mzigo. Eti sasa in the morning huku nisalimia, or maybe you didn't peck me and I wanted you as in my husband to come, oh hi baby, you peck me, and then I'm upset all of a sudden.
And then you don't even communicate why you are upset.
You should have said, babe, you didn't peck me in the morning and I didn't feel nice about it. At least hapo nimesha communicate, amejua. So the next day maybe in the morning he'll do that.
So unaweza sema like umesemaje historia nini ati babe where's my kiss, unaweza tu uliza tu mtu babe where's my kiss. Doesn't have to sound like you're telling him you should do this every day.
Yeah,
you get, it's just how you put it there and how you communicate. And sometimes and it's good to understand each other when you're in a relationship, because unaweza sema kitu someone does not understand it, so maybe you can explain it.
Yeah.
Just learning each other and learning how to communicate is important.
It's a growing process, I think.
Yeah.
Every day new things, because kila siku inamkanga iko tofauti.
Different. And then this romantic relationship, there's this other thing, unrealistic expectations.
Hizo hata tumeziongelelea sana by the way, I think.
We have.
Because yes, kama hiyo ya kusema kuwekelea mtu mzigo. You know, I feel like most women, when you get married, you get submerged into your husband's whatever life yake. So now his friends start becoming your friends, which I think is a wrong move personally, mimi nikifikiria, kwa sababu unamwekea mzigo ya sasa yeye mwenyewe he's an individual, and then you are there, ajibebe yeye na akubebe wewe. Honestly, I feel you're unfair. I think it, for me, nimebeba mimi from my relationship, it's something that I've learned, and I feel I should even apologize because it's not it's not right
Apologize
that
to who?
Can you appreciate?
Kwani who are you apologizing anyway?
Atajua akisikia. Ndio nasema ni vibaya kuwekelea mtu mzigo ya kukupenda kama hujui wenye watu unataka kupendwa. Unamwekelea mzigo ya I cannot be happy because my baby is not home. I cannot be happy because amekasirika. Unajua maybe he's had a bad day. Nipo kumuuliza mtu how your day has been and everything, but at least kuja jaribu kumsaidia hiyo day yake iishe vizuri. Uko hapo juu sasa umenamenyamaza, unadhani ni amekasirikia, umejam
vitu zingine.
You know, you need kukua the peace, mnabebana. Si kila unamwekelea tu mzigo. Hiyo ndio nimebeba by the in my experience. It's something I've learned na nimekuja appreciate. It's not fair. That is an unrealistic, a terrible one.
You guys, when you started, dating and stuff like that, did you have like, cause me personally, I have, and it's very, when I look at it now, it's very unrealistic. I'm like, what was I thinking? Where am I going to get this? Unless I create my own man. Did you have like, my dream man checklist?
Yeah.
You had?
I did.
Ulikuwa na kama points ngapi? Hivi zangu ni 50.
Why?
I know, that's what I'm saying. At this point, I need to create my own.
Ebu, let me try and even imagine.
Okay, did you have?
Maybe tall, medium, I don't
Tall,
know.
dark, and funky?
Okay, height.
Those are things I
Complexion.
never...
Height, complexion, age.
Those are basic. Hakuna
Tribe.
zile.
So I'm trying to see how are they getting to 50.
No, me, I have 50. I'll show you. No,
What?
I can't show you. I can't show you.
Well, you just go and create your
It's
own
okay.
one.
I
Talk
know.
to
Okay,
God, though.
you didn't
Be
have one?
specific with
Akona
God.
shida.
Oh, you didn't have one?
When I was young.
Ama hata ujifikiria, this is what I want in a man, akwe hivi na hivi na hivi.
You know, you can't ask me that now because for me, my relationship started when I was a very young girl. And the person that maybe I loved Chris Brown when nimaliza high school.
Oh, here we go.
Tumefikia.
Okay, tell us.
Mi venye tu nilimwona niliona naka Chris Brown. Mi nilikuwa mesmerized and that was it. Like I feel like ilikuwa tu ni hivyo, ilienda hivyo.
So, I remember
sikuwa na time ya...
you came and she came and told me, I have just met my Chris Brown.
Oh.
And that was
And that was the end of you, by the way.
Yeah, that was it. I never thought nianze chini, nikae chini, nianze kusema tu I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. So in the relationship, of course now when you find out things that you don't like, or maybe I was already into it, so I was just move na flow too.
You're making me feel like I'm very...
Sikufikiria,
How can
but
I have 50
no.
points?
I applaud you. It's good to have at least see checklist. So zingine ni unrealistic for sure. Utanionyesha hiyo list baby. Nitakwambia zenye ni unrealistic. But I believe in this under this sun, anything is possible. If pray about it. Ombea kaa chini, ambia Mungu, give me the one that you've kept for me. Huyo tu ndo atakama.
Acha nipe kwa sababu you remember there was a time I was telling you, me, I'm even tired of this dating. This generation is difficult. I'm not a millennial, but man, unakumbuka venye niko nakwambia, like even the way someone is, me personally, I like taking things slowly. Like nikatie ni feel poa.
She's a traditional babe.
Like, but now with this generation, someone is coming anakutext anakwambia, what was that weird text?
Nimgani ule mwenye alikwambia can die for you? Oh no. That text, I think we need to look for it and share it.
That was out.
Oh, he said he could take a bullet for you. That's what he said.
Yeah. Alafu ilikuwa hata ni namba sijui. I was like, what?
And that was the first text. Like, hey, alikuta Liz, ama alikuta from, when you're in this was
first of all, I said I can take a bullet. I'm like, okay, is someone trying to kill me? Ama nini? Who is trying to take a bullet for me?
Hata ni unrealistic say statements.
Hiyo ni
anakuua ndio akweke
nini. Like hizo messages zenye wanatu, like the messages are just me. Alafu there was this other thing I was telling you. We just met. We started communicating, and then you're already honestly, I'm just gonna be frank. This is like a turn off for me, and like we just started communicating, and you're already calling me babe, honey, love, all the sweet words. Like me,
shazimaliza kabla tuingie kwa relationship.
ushatingia kwa I love you.
No, me, I love
Me
you.
now when you do that, I'm like, how am I even supposed to know you're genuine? You go telling everyone that so that you can get in their pants. I'm sorry to say, but that's what that's what I feel like.
But then, you know that
Agreed.
maybe my babe should come and say that this is true. It took us almost a year. I think no, it
To
took
say I
it
love
took
you,
us
to extend I love you.
Yeah, to say I love you. I love you. And when we said it, it was like a project, by the way. Ilikuwa, and I remember tulikuwa tumepaka hapo Lang'ata Pizza Inn hapo. And then I don't know what we're talking about. Then he looked at me and he told me I love you. I even got emotional.
Yeah, it needs.
I teared, by the way. I teared.
Cause it may take time. You feel like ni kama ni kitu may you grow. You know, get. It's like, you know, me and
You
Rose,
both
we
know.
watch K-dramas a lot.
Me niko kwa hiyo
They take
part
away
ya Fast
even
and
before they
Furious.
hold. And I'm not saying we live in the K-drama thingies, but I think we need that love to grow. But we can't meet and Kendi, I'm like, will you even believe I love you?
No,
honestly.
let me tell you honestly, mi nitasema tu kweli yangu.
Usiniambie.
Nasema kuna zingine ni Fast and Furious because sometimes you can actually look at someone and you're done and you're done.
Love at first sight.
Yes.
I don't believe in love at first
But
sight.
and for me, I think that is being smitten and infatuation is not. It's not love. Okay, love for me.
And then it grows into love.
Yeah, but love takes time.
Okay.
You cannot.
Because
Unless now you are saying you're just in love with my physical self, because you don't know me. You don't know me. You're in love with the physical.
You don't know how she acts when she's angry.
Yeah.
You don't know anything about that person.
That's not love.
And that's why even when I was getting emotional after 1 year, nikuja kuambiwa I love you. I felt it, and we both knew it. Like the entire time we knew, I knew like I'm falling in love with this man. I love this man. And so when he told me, it was like a reassurance that what I'm feeling is also okay.
Valid.
Yeah, and it's valid, and it's, you know, we love each other. And I said it back.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we hugged, and it was a whole K-drama thing.
So kiwa nataka kusema mtu akikuja sasa kwambia I love you, you'll just say it back. Me, I have a hard time
Sasa
saying I love you
nitasemaje
back.
tena back na sijui kama mi nampenda.
So utanyamaza tu.
Si ndio?
But
Hiyo ni opinion yake.
Utamwamini? Will you
I
believe
don't know.
him?
See,
Ama you just
actions zita reveal mtu to with time. Hiyo ndio kitu pia ingine nimelearn.
Yeah, I just feel like don't go throwing up the I love you nini just
Me,
like that.
I think you can, you know, this is imagine tu natumianga squeeze sana, babe, han. I've gotten used to them and they're okay. But don't say I love you if you don't mean it.
Mi ati hizo zingine nimekata sijazoea. I mean, I no. I feel like we need to be close for you to be calling me such sweet words.
No,
Otherwise,
we use love han all the time.
There was a guy, kuna mtu nilikata juu ya hiyo, hata nilimsnob, siko bad, but nilimuignore hata kwa messages because he was coming too strong. Han, babes.
Those are okay.
No, just call me by my name. Just call me by my name. Anyway. Let's just sum it up. And our viewers, I just want to leave you with these questions. Like, what do you think an healthy relationship looks like? You know, tell us kwa comment. Tuambie, what do you think a healthy relationship looks like? And is dating today harder than it was before, ama ni vice versa? Wenye wamedate kitambo na wenye wanadate sahi, cause kuna wenye wameanza kudate tu sahi. Anyway, leave your mawazo yako kwa comments and tell us what you think. And I'm just gonna leave my sisters and the ones who are watching with, for me, I feel like the right relationship shouldn't leave you confused. So this was fun. I really enjoyed this conversation. Emotionally ilikuwa imeshika moto. Anyway, so please like, subscribe, comment, share the video. Yeah, until next time.
See you later.
Peace out.
Peace out.